Hi, it's Jule again. I'm coming to talk to you about my frozen shoulder problem. And this is, I think a lot of people, well, some people have, age-related problems, and I certainly experience it in my left shoulder, and I've had this problem now for over 20 years for sure, more than that, probably, no, 30 years now. It stemmed from a car accident, and I got whiplash from a car accident. But then when I had children and I nursed and breastfed my babies, I continued to hold my shoulder wrong. And so now that I'm older, you'll be able to see, and I'm showing you me like this right now, this is me. I'm not holding this shoulder up, but it's just continuously up. So it continuously, it's like it's stuck there. It's muscle memory and scar tissue and all of that kind of stuff that makes my one shoulder seem higher than this shoulder. And you particularly when I'm stressed, it's even worse. And like I'm actually quite comfortable right now, but you can definitely see that this shoulder is higher than this shoulder. Okay, some remedies to fix this, and what I do is a few things. Using the roller to roll out on the floor. Okay, so I haven't done that tonight yet, but I'm going to do it in a minute. And also using a band to push my shoulder down, so like so. This shoulder can actually be really painful sometimes, so I have to be careful, right? And I suggest if you're going to try this, be careful, but you can relax on the bed and do it, which is the way I usually do it. I usually do this lying down when I'm on a bed, but I have my foot in one side of the band and I'm doing it standing. And I put a bit of pressure, and that actually pulls down the shoulder, because the shoulder gets stuck up around my ear. So I find that this works. So I'm going to go away and do this, because it's better if I'm laying down and relaxed to do it, and then I'll come back and I'll see if there's a difference. I'll come back to you and we can see if there's a difference doing it. Hi, just to give a little quick demo here. I have the band hooked around my shoulder, right? And it actually goes all the way down to my feet, right? And I'm pulling with my feet in it against the band, which is pulling my shoulder down. Okay, just so you've got an idea of what I'm talking about. So I'm allowing my shoulder to pull right back with the band. Actually, the band is pulling it back. And then I'm pulling against it and pulling up. And when you go and pulling back again and allowing it to fall back again, and then pulling up and allowing it to fall back again. So when you go to the osteopaths, right, and you have a treatment, make sure the band is not digging into you, they ask you, if it's your head or it's your shoulder, it's your arm, they ask you to push against the traction, and that's basically what I'm doing right here, is just pushing against the traction by lifting up my shoulder and then pulling back down. Hi, back again. Okay, so I don't know what I feel like my shoulder is freed up a little bit. So you've seen what I did with the band there. I also got on this thing and had a roll around. That helped really pull back the back and release a lot of the muscles and tension along the back and along the thoracic. That's where my weakness is. So that's really helpful. I can actually put my hand behind my back and it's not too painful at the moment, but that's only because this afternoon it was very painful. So I've done a second round of, let's talk about pain right now. Yes, I have done anti-inflammatories before. Flying, when I did the red-eye flight a week and a half ago to Australia, I had to take anti-inflammatories, just sitting in the seat. It's not a long flight, but it is 6 hours. It ended up being 10 hours because the flight was delayed and rerouted up to Brisbane. So it was a much longer flight as well as it was a red eye, and that really causes a lot of stress on my back and my shoulders and my neck. So returning, I had a day flight, which wasn't too bad, but I still sort of fell asleep. You don't sleep well ever on a plane, but especially when your head falls off to the side, doesn't matter about that. You know, travel pillow, your head still falls and you're uncomfortable and all that kind of sort of stuff. So I did take anti-inflammatories then to help with the pain. Because I have osteoporosis, which is, I really do need to do another bone density scan, but it is early onset osteoporosis. It's deterioration of your bone density, and I have a lot of inflammation in my body, and I have it in my joints as well. As I said, that neck and shoulder and thoracic area from the car accident I had 30 odd years ago, has stayed with me. So constantly having to exercise and stretch out this area. I am prone to being hunched over. We spend a lot of time hunched over, looking at our phones, looking down. It's one of the most telltale signs of aging, is that whole hunch, you know, and I really noticed it in the last video of me making the smoothie, how sort of bent over and bad posture I was. So I've just got this new thing, I've only just bought it when I went to Australia, but it's a back brace thing. So I will try it out and tell you how it goes. It's meant to buzz when I'm hunched over. It's certainly tight and I can feel it pulling back my shoulders. Am I still lopsided? I'd like to think that I'm a little bit more even keeled. I'm going to have to watch the chin thing because I've forever got my chin forward when it should be back. So I'm hoping to retrain this area to have better posture. That's the plan. In relation to pain, yes. So I don't like to take the anti-inflammatories. I haven't taken any anti-inflammatories since I've been back in Bali, and that's been 3 days. So I haven't had any since then. Mainly because I'm trying to protect my gut. I really don't like taking medication. I'm really pretty much an anti-medication person, but if I've got a headache or something and I need to take Panadol, I will. If I've got incredible pain or whatever, shoulder pain, back pain, because I do suffer back pain, the thoracic pain from the car accident, I will take an anti-inflammatory, but I'm trying not to do that because would have been about 10 years ago, 15 years ago, I gave myself a stomach ulcer from taking too many like anti-inflammatories, ibuprofen, things like that. So it's really a big no-no for me, and I know I've had gut issues in the past. I know it's really important not to take these kind of medications, so I only take them in emergency. So what I've been doing in the meantime is there is things you can do. I haven't been just recently, but I want to go back again. It's called ozone therapy, and you can get ozone therapy. You can't get it in Australia, but you can get it here in Bali. I think you can get it in America, and it's actually ozone injections into the pain areas, and it just gives like ozone, oxygen into the areas, so it's not all tight and densed up, and that actually frees up the area and allows for better blood flow. So that is something positive that I do. That is natural. It's basically natural. Another thing that I do, so I do the stretch bands and I do that roller. This is gonna cause me a bit of grief. I can feel it already. It's not easy to wear. I'm finding it tiring already, pulling my shoulders back because I'm not used to it. So I'll have to train myself. So it may give me some pain. Something else that I mentioned before is Linac. This is Linac. You can see it. There it is there. It is placenta extract that has stem cells in it, obviously. It comes from Japan. Japan and Korea make it. So in Asia, they have been using this for a really long time, along with things like acupuncture, and I've even tried acupuncture also for my back as well, which I have done and find incredibly painful. The people that I do it here, because my muscle don't know how to relax and they're just like knots. So yeah, I find the acupuncture really, really painful. What I've been doing to help with pain, and I used one of these vials. They're a little vial, and you put it into an insulin syringe and you inject it into the area. Now, I know that might be quite strange or difficult for some people, but I don't find it strange or anything like that, because obviously I've used peptides, I'm used to insulin syringes. My mum was diabetic, and so I've seen a lot of, insulin injections in my lifetime, so I'm not weirded out by it in any way, shape or form. So yeah, the peptides, of course, the GPC 157, which a lot of athletes use for repairing muscle tears or ligament damage or anything, sprains, anything like that. The BPC 157 is amazing, and that is injected subcutaneously into like the fatty area on your stomach, and it's amazing for your health. It is amazing for your gut as well. It's one of the things that heals is gut health. So I want to do another round of that, because I did a round of it last year and I found it really, really helpful. But just going back to the Linac, these little vials are so cheap. Like here, I can get them for around about one vial, which is one injection, is like 110,000, which is like $11 Australian, which is like $7 US or something like that. It's really cheap, and I'm buying single vials. If you buy the whole box, it's even cheaper. But yeah, in the DIY beauty the DIY beauty industry, a lot of people also use it for skin radiance and glow, but also a lot of the Asian, Korean, Japanese, Asian aging population, the doctors, and not just doctors, but like holistic practitioners. People go and get this administered, injected into various areas in the body that cause pain. So yeah, I injected into my shoulder. I'm going to take this off because this is hurting. I actually really don't like it, but yeah, in the daytime I'll try using it. But yeah, this Lanek placenta extract, I've got a bit more movement now at the moment. This was really painful and it was starting to stick and pull. So I've started injecting into the joint there, the muscle here in a couple of places, just a tiny little bit of the liquid. Also on the top of my shoulder and at the back here as well. It's causing a lot of pain. So at the moment it doesn't feel too bad, and I feel like I've got movement because I've just done that band brace to pull down the shoulder. I think it's made a difference. Like, I still see that this is slightly higher than this one, but I will continue to work on it. And it's about me making time to actually do it as well, because I get so busy and so caught up with the work that I'm doing that I forget to take care of myself. And I think we all do that. But this is part of this journey. I'm going to be on, that's why I'm doing this blog, and I hopefully will see a difference also in my posture if I start correcting this this area of my body, that hopefully I can start allowing my shoulders to go down naturally instead of holding them always up, always holding them up. So if I can start trying to remember and allowing the shoulders to fall down the back, it definitely helps with the look of aging or anti-aging. It's definitely a sign of a more youthful body if it is not hunched over, it is not hunched over shoulders, and protruding neck and head. So I'm going to start trying to train that all back. That's the plan. Another thing that helps me immensely is my red light therapy panel. I've got a red light therapy panel. I think a lot of you probably know what red light therapy panels are by now, but if you don't, it's easy to look up the benefit of red light therapy. I'll do another video on it, but it is something that I absolutely swear by for skin, right, and also for muscle pain, helping with muscle recovery from exercise, and just things that hurt. So I'm actually going to do that right now, is go under my red light therapy panel. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there. I hope this has been helpful, and you've enjoyed some of this information that I'm sharing with you. So if you do, please stay tuned. I hope to bring you more soon. Okay. Namaste. Hi, it's Jule. I've just come from the blood ozone. This is the blood ozone center here on Jalan Kunti in Seminyak. And I just had ozone injections into my shoulder because I've been dealing with the frozen shoulder.
Okay, so now I've just arrived at Soil Foods. I'm going to get some moringa powder to help with the inflammation in my body